Hey everyone, this is Mike. Just wanted to make a little update video. This is after my 50-day fast. This is day one, so just kind of want to give the details on that. I was requested to give a little bit of details. Just some information. My starting weight was at 276 pounds. I'll give some before pictures for that, and as well as my ending weight. At the end of the fast, I was around 215, so there was a total of like 61 pounds total for the 50-day extended fast. For the first 42 days, it was pure water, and then I slowly kind of like just supplemented like small amounts of bone broth as I felt like I needed them, as just to be safe, and by the advice of some of the other admins in the Facebook group, and for the official weight loss group in the Facebook group I'm in. And went ahead and did a refeed yesterday around 7 p.m. Central Time, just to kind of get everything back to normal slowly. And the scale this morning had me at 218, so I retained a little bit of water, and as I continue the refeed, I'll probably kind of get back to more of a normal weight where I'll be, and then I'll kind of just see where I'll go from there on the fasting journey. And I still have some weight to lose, but I've made quite a considerable amount of difference. So things I want to go over. The hardest part, I guess, I know some people want to know what the hardest part of doing a 50-day fast is. And oddly enough, it's really the first week. The first 5 or 6 days are the toughest ones, as people will always tell you. You get to day 6 and you get to that part of what they call coasting. So I got to the coasting zone sometime around midday 6. So when I got there, it was pretty easy at that point in comparison. Felt like I could just go on forever. So I really could have gone longer than 50, I think. Longer than the 50 days. I just wanted to make that decision while I had a rational state of mind. But yeah, that first week is where most of the hunger cravings come in, but I mean, it's not completely 100% easy the whole way to the 50 days. It seemed like I hit another coasting zone around day 30. Like in the 20s, there were a couple of days where I would have random hunger cravings, but there were a couple of books I read that kind of like helped me get through. I read a book called Brain Over Binge, which kind of like helps you stay in the mindset, which that book was inspired by Rational Recovery, which is about substance abuse addiction and kind of like separating your higher brain thoughts from your animalistic urges thoughts, and it's really helpful to get you in the right mindset. And there's another book I had an audiobook version of that was also inspired by the Rational Recovery book by Jack Trippey. If you want to know about that book, I have a copy right here. So, Rational Recovery by Jack Trippey. That's the book I was referring to, and I have Brain Over Binge as well by who's that by? By Catherine Henson. That's another book I read, and also Glenn Livingston, who did the book Never Binge Again. I think the mindset is honestly the key to how I was able to go so long. Just being able to separate my higher thoughts from those animalistic urges down there. But that kind of like kept me through those hard times. And I did find out at one point I was kind of like undertaking potassium, so I did have to up my doses of potassium. And I kind of I just got like a pure powdered form of potassium, and just taking it straight was kind of gross. So eventually I did gotta start putting them in capsules. Like I bought some empty capsules and just kind of like put my own potassium powder in it. But yeah, I just put my own potassium powder in there, and I was able to get the amount of potassium I need, which is around 2,000 milligrams. So I took like 3 of those pills I made custom. And that was only because I was working out a lot, and if you work out, you need to make sure you do have your electrolytes for sure. And once I got that right, it made the fast a lot easier. But more things to go over. I'm going to talk about how I felt emotionally. It does seem like your emotions kind of shift around over time, and some people say it's due to the toxins that go through you. So kind of just went through some ups and downs, and there were like weird random spouts of depression, which whenever you kind of get into it, you might think that something's affecting you, but it could just be the fast hormones going on. It could be the toxins releasing from your system. I'm not 100% certain what's going on with all that, but there's a lot of fasting resources on that online, and they kind of just tell you about it. And I've even heard some theories about like possibly releasing toxins from your childhood that can kind of affect you emotionally, but that's a little bit of bro science there, but I wouldn't put any stake in that. But my wife and I are also kind of going through the process of buying a house right now, and there's a lot of stress and stuff going on with that as well. So there are the random bouts of depression, but I mean, you just have to realize it's all temporary and just go through it. So the biggest tip I would say to kind of help you through to get that mindset right is whenever you get those urges and you feel like you just have to have something, that's really just your animalistic brain talking, your inner urges, and you can just ignore that. My tip is to just kind of tell myself, you won't die. You're not going to die from this, so you can just kind of keep going as long as you need to, and as long as you go, you'll be fine. If you have fat on your body, you're gonna not have any issues with that as long as you take your electrolytes. I was still actively lifting weights and stuff. I did notice like it does seem like I'm a little smaller than I was, like muscular, but I still have quite a bit of the strength I had. But I think once I kind of start lifting heavy weights again, I'll be more where I want to be again, kind of getting the strength back. But I'm going to be doing some kind of alternate day thing, and I'm probably going to eat on the days I do lift heavy, just to kind of keep that up. Not going to go into detail on what I'm going to eat, but that's how I'm going to kind of keep it. But and I guess another thing to go over is the health improvements. Now throughout this fast, I did notice my skin clear up. My hair was more. It just seemed like the oils regulated better. Like I didn't have brittle. My hair wasn't as brittle or kind of breaking off as much on my beard, and the hair on my head seemed more lustrous. I do hear stories of people losing hair. I've heard that kind of stuff, but for me, it's been just as thick and luscious as ever. So it's been fine. Skin's clearing up. Health feels better. I felt good pretty much mostly the whole way. Felt normal after a while. Like after I kind of started coasting, for the most part, I felt like I might have like ate earlier that day or something. Like I didn't have too terrible of a hunger, but just got through that first week and things are pretty good. So I guess overall, just know that I was able to do this, and I'm not anything special. So just if you want to try to do a long fast, just go for it. Just do make sure you check with your doctor and all that, and make sure your blood work's good. I had mine checked and my blood work came out great. I had good cholesterol, good blood sugar, all that came out good. My Renpo scale said everything looked good on that. My BMR seems great. Still have plenty of energy. But we'll see how things turn out when I go to the gym later. And just for anyone else doing a fasting journey, just good luck and know that you can do this. I'll support you along the way as well. We can all do this. This is how we're designed to do. So just know that anyone can do it. We got it. It's part of just how we're designed.